Good morning, everyone. I'm Fox News correspondent Matt Finn, coming to you live from beautiful Utah this morning, a brisk and chilly morning. Behind me is where Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin, Tyler Robinson, is being jailed here in Utah County. Yesterday, he was in court physically for the first time since he allegedly assassinated Charlie Kirk here 3 months ago. And it ended up being a pretty consequential and eventful hearing that lasted several hours. First of all, a lot of people talking about the fact that he appeared to be smirking or smiling in court. You know, some people may just say that's human nature, that's him interacting with his attorneys, but he's getting a lot of criticism for that. And there's, legal analysts saying that that may work against him in the future because he appeared to, maybe be dismissive or irreverent, that he should not be smiling or smirking. In court yesterday, a lot of issues touched upon. First of all, there was a violation of the decorum order. So a little behind the scenes, the cameras are not allowed to show Tyler Robinson in shackles. The media has agreed upon that he will not be shown walking into court in shackles. When he's seated, he won't be shown in shackles. And yesterday, at some point, he was shown in shackles. That was broadcast or live streamed. So the judge ruled that there was a violation of the decorum order, but the Judge Graff, did not ask the camera to leave the court at that point, which we expected he may have. Instead, he asked the camera to move further away from Tyler Robinson, away from the defense table, and then the camera was able to rebroadcast. Now, moving forward, Tyler Robinson's defense is asking that there be no camera during the potential murder trial. But there's an attorney here who is representing 23 media outlets, including Fox News, who is arguing for a camera during the trial. And the argument there is that, the public has a right to know that there is intense public interest in this, and that the media ultimately is a party. So the Judge Graff, he heard arguments from both sides yesterday regarding the camera in the courtroom, and the judge said he's going to make that decision in February. Obviously, you may have seen Erica Kirk, Charlie's widow. She has said that she wants a camera in the courtroom. Also, when Charlie Kirk was assassinated here in Utah, not too far from where I am right now, there were hundreds, if not 1,000 plus people on campus at Utah Valley University. And in some previous hearings, there was a gag order issued, and the prosecution, asked the judge to clarify, does this gag order apply to the hundreds, if not thousands, of people who are eyewitnesses to this terrible assassination? So yesterday, the judge did give a little more clarification. The gag order remains in effect, but the judge basically said that it applies to any witness who reasonably thinks they may be called into court, to either testify or be a part of this trial in any capacity. So that's who this gag order applies to. And also the judge, warned the attorneys, hey, if you guys expect to call some of these eyewitnesses from campus, if you expect to call a witness from anywhere, start letting them know, start giving them a heads up so that they can comply with this gag order. Also, there were some motions to dismiss that were filed. The defense is asking for the prosecutor's office to be dismissed from this case, but they haven't exactly made clear why. The document that they filed is sealed, so we can't read it, but that was brought up in court yesterday. So the judge, we believe, is going to make a decision on that or hear more arguments about it in January. So all of this here in Utah is building up towards a preliminary hearing, which is basically a little mini trial before the anticipated murder trial. And that preliminary hearing was put on the books for the month of May. So essentially, both sides will then argue whether or not there should be a full-blown murder trial, which it certainly looks like that's where this is headed. Also in court yesterday, Tyler Robinson's mother and father were present. Our reporters inside of the courtroom and other people observed that Robinson's mother was crying, and it's really an interesting dynamic if you think about it, because Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin, Tyler Robinson, his mother and father assisted in turning in their own son here in Utah. So now, after doing that, and basically abiding by the law and surrendering their son, he now faces the death penalty. So, I mean, it's got to be an unimaginable dynamic and heartbreak to know that, you did what is considered the right thing and turned your son over to the state, and now you're watching his trial unfold here in Utah, where he faces the potential death penalty. We will be here in Utah. There's many more hearings coming up. Some of them will be more consequential than others. At least one of them in January. We expect Tyler Robinson to, leave this jail again and be transported back over to the courthouse in person. We anticipate being here for that, and we will keep you updated. So, of course, stay tuned to Fox News, all of our social media outlets, the Fox News channel. I am Matt Finn, a correspondent for Fox News. I plan on covering the hearings and the trial ahead, so stay tuned to all of our social media, and thank you for tuning in.